Good morning, Lego peeps. What's going on? Saturday morning. Hey, hey, hey. Hope peeps are doing well. This is today. Woohoo! That's just going to sit there. That's the plan for the next 2 hours. That's just going to sit there. All right. I am very sad to report that Greg, I don't think, will be joining us. Verizon is having all kinds of screwy service issues in his area in Rhode Island. So that really sucks. In fact, since last night, still ongoing today. So boo on them for that. Miss Greg today. But we've got Mayo Hosko in the house. What's up, Mayo?
Hey, Matt. I hope things are good this morning for you.
So far, so good.
Sucks about Verizon for Greg. I know that Telstra has had way too many problems in this country.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It sounds like it was a larger, maybe beyond even Rhode Island kind of thing.
Yeah.
From what the outage map looked like, but hopefully they'll get it fixed. We'll see. In the meantime, welcome. We got our buddy Brick Sargent in the house. Hey, James.
Hi, Sarge.
Yeah, it's not the usual group, at least right now. That's okay. I'm still gonna go ahead. We'll have a little bit of fun. Do some building. What do you got there, May? You got the bugle.
Well, yeah. I just what was it? 2 days ago, I took a photo for Instagram of all the different sets that I have in backlog, which included the Forestman's gift with purchases that I built on my live stream today. So that's out of the backlog. And when I'm not live streaming, I just keep them on this table. So I'm going to remove this stuff. And I think I know exactly what that piece is from, Matt. I think that's from the Octane tanker that came in the in one of the Jack Stone sets in 2003 or 2004.
Maybe? I'm not sure exactly. I do know that this was, as per usual with me, a Jang-based inspiration.
And as
is normal, he mocked out with this.
And as is normal for me, when you say it's a Jang-based inspiration, because I've watched all of his city mock builds, I know exactly where you got inspired from.
Yeah, it's one of the old, I think 2013 era builds is where that one came from.
Yeah, when you used to make 6 cars at a time.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna build a truck in the same vein that he did, but I should say I'm not gonna build a tractor, like a tractor trailer style build. But I want to build something else, some kind of truck with this. So that's the plan for today. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So as usual, I'll probably take like forever to get started with it because I got to figure out kind of what I'm doing. But then I'll get going. I think I want to make it into some kind of like a box truck.
And I think I'm going to try and build these things from the Avengers Advent Calendar that came out last year.
Cool.
Because I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else to do, and I don't feel like sorting. Okay.
I hope it's going to be a great idea. We will see. Let's see. So I can tell that I just put a bunch of stuff into bulk because I think I've got 2 slightly different colors of gray there. I think I've got bluish gray and then the old gray, but that's okay. It's going to make it look like it's a used truck, which is kind of what I want to go for.
Yeah, just like whenever you have a whole bunch of when you have a whole bunch of grey pieces in a piece of train rolling stock, yeah. You can just say, it got weathered over time.
Yep. And I think sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. All right.
Did I hear someone pop up backstage?
Nothing yet. All right. So it's the slow part where I kind of got to figure out what I want to do and how I need to start this.
I'm going to mute myself while I punch out all of these tabs to get the doors open for the advent calendar.
Okay. At the moment, sort of. If I call it a team, just the usual group. All right. How do I want to start this?
Okay. I see Dave in the chat. Hey, Dave.
Morning, Dave. We'll do a little thing for Dave here since he's there.
So I think I'm going to be getting a lot of mini-things in here that I'll probably end up selling because I don't need Marvel figures.
Yeah, when I got the Bugle, I sold off all the Marvel ones that I had no use for. Half of them, and I got back a decent amount.
It might just be easier for me when I get to 450 subscribers and build the Bugle just to sell all the minifigs as a bulk lot together at a heavily discounted or at a moderately discounted price so that it sells faster.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can make use of the Star Wars minifigs because I've got my Star Wars skyscraper, but I don't have any plans of making an Avengers tower or anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that either. It's just not something that I care for. I like Marvel, just I don't want to do Lego with it. Thanks, James. I appreciate that, buddy.
So I think when a YouTube user called Captain Matt sold these to me, he sold it to me as used, or as a lot of these things are still in their packaging. If not all of them are still in their packaging.
There you go.
So it was new. It was new, but not mint in box. I guess would be the best description.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Absolutely, because he was looking to sell a bunch of Lego that he bought, but didn't need any more to help pay for child support.
Mm.
So he sold them to me at a very reasonable price, and I couldn't say no to cheap Lego and to help out his baby.
There you go.
I'm kind of on the fence about the egg crate style packaging inside these advent calendars.
About the what? Sorry.
On the inside
yeah.
of the advent calendars, there's like a polystyrene egg crate, and it just doesn't feel very Lego-like. Because when I got the City Advent Calendar back in 2012, I want to say, or might have been 2013, can't remember exactly. It came with a plastic tray that was actually good for sorting pieces in. So I guess this style packaging must be cheaper and more and less useful.
Maybe, right?
Well, that's amazing. One of these bags has all the infinity stones in them, and the gauntlet for Thanos. That's really interesting. I didn't know I was going to get all the infinity stones.
Hey, Rob, what's up? Good to see you, buddy, as always. Oh, look who showed up. That looks like Maya's going to drop out for a minute. Yeah, Greg, I was mentioning at the start of the stream your little troubles there, which really, really sucks, man. It just outright blows. It's not quite the same without you. It's my little punching bag that Saturday morning. This is where it's always weird, is when I'm starting like this, just trying to visualize in my mind where I want this to go. And it's a lot like when I watch Jang doing custom vehicle builds, because it's a lot of sitting here looking at it and trying to imagine more of what I want to see, kind of situation. So a little bit, there we go. I know it looks kind of weird to you guys though, but that's how my mind works. Is I take my time to visualize it first. And
what have I done to deserve this?
They are, Rob. They are. I ordered ordered a couple of them off Bricklink a while back. I built that other one, which is sitting over in the city room. And then I've had this one sitting there for a few weeks. This one came without a window, which I may have to look into getting a window replacement for that at some point. But I'm okay with still using it and just seeing what I can build. I'm trying to decide what I want to do for the fenders and all that, and just the base of this first. Which usually for me, that's the most challenging part, is just to figure out the base unit and what I want to do. And then I can go forward. Mayo's back.
I don't know why my laptop always wants to go into hibernation.
It happens, right?
Yeah, it's just with an old computer, you're bound to get stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's 6 years old.
White steering wheels I can use.
So I'm going to put all the infinity stones on this thing, because I've never gotten to do this before. Put the infinity stones on the Thanos gauntlet. That's the first time for me.
I am Iron Man.
And I'm by no means a Marvel fanboy, so I'm just gonna put the Infinity Stones wherever I want them to be on the gaunt. On the
Yeah, I probably
gaunt.
will do the same thing. I
But
will.
if there is any Marvel fanboys that does know the correct way to put them on, please let me know so I can so I don't get any of those people to get triggered. They come with these annoying sprues.
More of those.
We have a clicking cliff in the chat.
Hey, Cliffy. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Might get that Infinity Stone off. I forget who a GJB911 is.
That's correct.
Oh, okay, that's Greg. Was that an auto-generated name or something?
No, it's his handle he's used for other things, I think he said. Way before he thought of doing a YouTube channel and all that.
Lol Lego.
Right. I've got a bunch of these pieces here, these inverted slopes. I'm just going to try something, an experiment, because that's what mocking is about. So I just want to see what this is going to look like. Oh, we have another guest.
Hooray! It's
Hello.
G'day.
G'day, mate.
G'day. G'day. How you going?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, mate.
Congrats on the 1 year again. Yesterday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congrats on the 1 year.
Thank you. No, it was fun. We had a good show, and I played the video during the Hour of Power, and it's up on the Stud and the Dudge channel as well. And Matt, thank you for your video message, mate. It was really cool. Thank you very much. It's appreciated.
My pleasure. I'm glad to have done one for you guys. I had fun doing it.
It was fun, mate. We had it was a great stream. And again, we sort of want to get back to the original roots and idea of Stud and the Duds. So we've sort of the last couple of shows we've done that. We've gone back to how we wanted to originally do the show. So, but yeah, having you guys on there as well has been great. It's been fun. Very much appreciated. And hopefully we'll have plenty of more shows. We haven't even got to show 100 because we only do fortnightly shows. We're still in like the early 20s as far as our show numbers. So it's when you do once a fortnight because, there's 52 weeks in a year. So
yeah, it'll take a little bit, but that's okay, right?
It's going to take us a while to crack 100, but we'll get there.
Because it'll take you about 4 years to get to 100.
Hopefully you guys will get there.
Hopefully we're all still here having fun 4 years later. No, sorry, 3 years later.
Yeah, see how we go.
Taz.
Just hope no one goes into a dark age.
Hey, Ned, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ned.
Hey, Ned.
Thanks for the follow on Instagram.
And what's Law Lego up to? What's Law Lego doing?
Unfortunately, he's got some crappy internet problems this morning, just like you usually do, Taz.
Okay.
Verizon, his provider in the Rhode Island area, is all kinds of effed up right now.
Maybe they've taken a leaf out of previous Australian federal governments and have gone, hey, let's have some crappy internet for a while. Why not? Yay!
Really,
Yay! No.
I know he is. He's quite ticked off.
Oh, I can. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we've had it where we've like, especially during the worst parts of the pandemic, so last couple of years, where for a while we were all working from home. The internet was appalling, but it's gotten a. It's funny sometimes just a change in provider works for a little while, but yeah,
Yeah, we had to change. We had to change providers, and I think when we did so, we got upgraded from fiber to the node to fiber to the premises, and things got a lot better. Because our neighbourhood was divided into two zones, where the first half to get built was on they had their fiber to the premises built instantly, and so it took them a little while to upgrade our side of the neighbourhood from fiber to the node to fiber to the premises. That was not right.
I know that there are some municipalities. The part-time job I used to work for 4 years, in addition to my regular job, there's a small independent help desk company that contracted out to be the help desk for other companies, basically.
yeah.
And there are a number of cities, municipalities in Massachusetts in the U.S. I didn't want to say anything, but it looks like it's working.
Is that a new reward?
It's the sound alerts. Now you guys can do it. Oh, they popped up with it too. Oh, that's fantastic.
Now I know Kit Kat. Now I know that Kit Kat doesn't compare to the delicious crunchy balls in a Chiquito bar, but I still like Kit Kat.
Crunchy balls.
Because we all need a little bit of crunchy balls.
Oh, here we go. We're going to start having some fun now.
Crunchy balls and a Thunderbox out back. In an old rocking chair.
Well, yeah, it's all good. Have some fun. Have some laughs.
Maybe it's not typing through OBS then. Okay, well, I'll give it to you guys anyway. I thought I had it open.
I love OBS.
I need to learn how to use OBS because apparently there's a lot of cool stuff a lot of cool attachments and add-ins and plugins that you can do with it.
See, it plays in my ear, which is hilarious, but I guess it's not playing for all the viewers.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't hear the new sound that you added, but I could hear the jobbers laughing.
So I think it, because I've got all the Twitch stuff is relaying through OBS, but OBS doesn't pipe everything through to StreamYard the right way.
Yeah.
So you guys can see the actual alerts playing. Oh my god.
Squishy part.
So if I see that,
Okay, I could hear that one.
Yeah, I played it. I'm playing it off my Stream Deck, which does pipe through to StreamYard. Morning, Paul Bot. What's up?
Hey, Paul.
G'day, Paul Bot.
I'm working on a custom truck task using this little guy here.
Oh, cool.
I'm
That's
thinking
awesome.
I'm thinking of doing a box truck, but this is the cab. So I'm just.
Yeah,
it always
yeah.
takes me a long time to work out kind of that initial starting point where I want to go with it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing today.
Yeah, I'm going to hopefully. I sort of tonight just wanted to work on building the little sailboat, and hopefully tomorrow night I'll get back to working on the floating restaurant. But yeah, unfortunately this week I haven't had much time in the Lego room at all. Just a couple of personal things going on at the moment that's taken a bit of time, and
I hear you. I actually haven't done much myself other than Tuesday.
yeah.
But I am going to be off now for a week for vacation, just a staycation. So I'm hoping to try to make some progress on a number of things.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that I want to do, of course, this will distract me from thinking about this for a moment, but that's okay, is I need to sit down and really just on paper draw out my thoughts for the medieval realm, like actually do measurements and then kind of map out what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just randomly start building all these things without having an understanding of kind of what the layout is going to look like.
Yeah.
So I only have limited space there, even though I've got more space than I did previously. So I got to kind of figure out what kind of builds I want to do other than the two castles. And I do have the medieval blacksmith I also have to build, which I'm looking forward to that at some point. But I have ideas for mocks, but I need to just map it out.
Yeah.
So especially because I'm doing Mailswell and stuff too, so I need to kind of know.
I need to map out the same thing for my Middle Ages momentum, as I'm going to call it, because with the 90th anniversary castle that's going to come out in August, and because I've stacked my books right, I might be able to buy 2 of them. I need to redraw how I'm going to lay everything out with the mocks I've already made to see if it can fit in that area. Because I've also got to allow myself enough space for the outer space stuff on the moon.
Paul's waiting for the Lego store to open. Cool. Paul's going to buy some stuff today.
Oh, cool.
Greg is asking, has the rain slowed, Taz?
No, and I was going to say, if you're having trouble hearing me, it's going to be the rain in the background, which there's not much I can do about. But no, it has not slowed, and it's slowly increasing. So, yay!
That sucks. Hopefully, it doesn't get as bad as March, though.
Yeah, it'll. Depending on what happens with a particular part of the weather system tomorrow, will determine the next couple of days. So if I wake up tomorrow in the morning and it's not raining, I'll be a very happy Taz.
Luckily for people like me on the western side of the Great Dividing Range, there hasn't been that much, if any, rain.
Well, considering we had a flood back in March, and one of the major rivers near my home is on flood watch at the moment, yeah, we're basically back to where we were 3 months ago. So, not cool.
I just don't hope any. Well, I hope no communities get washed away by the rain.
Hopefully they won't.
Well, fingers crossed for you, Taz. Hopefully nothing happens.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, no, we should be right. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it's bucketing at the moment. It's absolutely flogging down rain at the moment. So, yeah.
Good luck, mate. Yep, I agree. Good luck.
I just spotted
Fingers
something
crossed.
really weird. In this advent calendar, there's 2 identical Thanos figures with the same accessories. That's
Duplicate.
weird. That's weird.
And that says 2 big brown boxes from Romeoville. Nice, nice.
I don't think that's supposed to be a duplicate. I don't think that's supposed to be a duplicate.
Thanks everyone in the chat. You guys are awesome. Who we got in the chat? We've got I can see Paul Bot, Ned, Greg, and who else do we have?
We got Rob in the house, and I know James.
Oh,
is around
Rob. Yeah,
somewhere.
there's Rob. Thanks, Rob, as well,
Cliffy's
buddy. I
around.
appreciate it. Thanks, mate. Yeah, no, we'll be right. It's just, yeah. I think a lot of us are a bit spooked at the moment because, again, it seems to be very similar weather patterns to a few months ago, and it's like a bit of a repeat, and it's like, oh, really? Really want that again for a while.
Yeah, because my thoughts will be with everyone over there who might be affected.
Thanks, mate. So yeah, the new computer is safely up. It's out of harm's way.
Good. Very good.
So that's good. It is safe at the moment. I was hoping to take the motorbike for a nice ride tomorrow, but yeah, don't think that's going to be happening.
Nothing wrong with riding in a torrential downpour, right, Taz?
Sure. Great fun. Hey, laugh right.
Slippery when wet.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Incredibly dangerous. We'll be right. We'll get through it.
Still visualizing this build here. So this is always the slow part when I'm first trying to do this.
Yeah,
Until I get going in a bit.
that's the joys of being a mock builder.
Yep. Mock builder that does not use Digital Designer or Studio, and I refuse to. It doesn't do it for me.
I'm the
That's
same
okay.
though. I just grab bricks and build. That's why I sometimes take longer to do my mocks, because I don't use the software because I don't want to. I'm a bit more old school. I like just grabbing stuff and building.
I see Aussie Adam Wicks in the chat. Hey Adam.
Hey Adam,
Hey,
see you,
Adam.
buddy.
Adam,
Yeah,
who
we were
gave us
backstage.
a incredible lesson yesterday.
Yeah. No, we were backstage. I was watching. Adam and I were. Adam was working on his his medical center mock. So keep an eye out on his Instagram, because he's hopefully going to. He was making just like, for want of a better word, we'd say like hospital beds, like patient beds for the medical center, and the part technique, it's like NPU, nice part usage, Adam. So I suggested to him, I said, hey, maybe if you can show what parts you used for those beds on your Instagram. So because this is the thing I've noticed with Adam's builds, he's far better with his part usage than I am, and as far as I'll ever be, he's already light years ahead of me as far as his part usage. He thinks it through more than I do. I'll grab parts and just hope for the best. He actually thinks it through, and you can see that in his build. So yeah, I always learn a lot from just looking at, especially some of his furniture builds. So if you like doing furniture, anything like that, check it out.
Absolutely.
And if you wanna see a trebuchet, one of Taz's old live streams has Adam doing stuff with that
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate that little thank for you here, buddy.
Yeah.
Little cheer. And for Greg doing that, we'll give him this.
Gravy.
Because there's a lot of stuff you can do with the data sets, and a trebuchet is one of them.
Oh, first time viewer. Nick76 Brooks. Hello. Welcome to my little realm here.
G'day, g'day.
Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. I hope you're well. Just working on a little custom truck build this morning. Of course, it's taking me forever just to figure this out. But okay. We'll say, unlike the last 2 weekends, I'm not running to the Lego store after I get off the stream this morning. But I do have to go shopping, though. I got to actually pick up some stuff for July 4th on July 3rd party tomorrow at my folks' house, and I'm making some pasta as part of that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I got to get some supplies for it.
Ignore the family. Go run to the Lego store, Matt.
I spent enough money right now. You're welcome. Thank you. I hope you enjoy what you see here, and you'll continue hanging out. Some good folks. My usual compatriot here, GJB, aka Wild Lego, unfortunately is having internet issues today and can't hang out like he usually does.
Yeah, I'm not going to be buying anything until August.
I told from Andrew, I was in there last night, and I'm like, so yeah, after what I'm getting today, I think I've got to put myself on a embargo until the castle.
I put myself on an embargo too. I think a lot of us are going to put ourselves on embargoes this month.
I don't say it's not that it's gone. It's just I'm gonna apply July to August because August is gonna be a hell of a thing. I'll put it that way. It's gonna be a hell of a thing. We've got the castle coming, which I'm buying the castle. There's no question there.
And I'll be buying too.
And the U.S. should be getting some of those city sets in August as well. So I want to get that train station, which I know, Taz, you said you got that.
Yeah.
Another case of everybody else in the U.S. getting stuff before us, but it's okay. So August is going to be kind of rough.
Yeah, no, that said, that'll get here early next week, which will be good. But yeah, no, I'm slowing. Well, I already have sort of slowed down with my my Lego purchases at the moment. The train station was definitely going to happen. It was just, a few other things needed to happen first. But yeah, hopefully, I can, I'll be able to put the brakes on for a little bit now and just sort of be a bit more picky choosy at the moment just due to finances and the fact that Lego's going up in price. So yeah.
Oh, just to acknowledge, Dave enabled me a little bit yesterday, which I had to get him his reimbursement for that. But he's got me a little cup of stuff from his store that's coming. Just some supplemental stuff, I think, teased for the medieval realm.
Are those bots or spammers in the chat?
They look like they're probably bots. Greg took care of them for me. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, they don't disappear from StreamYard, but they definitely they disappeared from the Twitch chat.
Just wanted to show off something that I think's kind of cute and rather whimsical. This Iron Man has an adorable Christmas sweater on him. I think that's too funny.
Loving the sailboat build at the moment. This thing's awesome.
with the swing green boat hole.
I'm not putting stickers on it at the moment though, because I just want to see what it looks like.
I'm gonna Rob. Good thing that Greg was here to help moderate on that one.
But yeah, loving the sailboat build. It is awesome.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll show you a bit more in a sec. Yeah, I'm loving it so far.
Fun stuff. I don't know if people remember or not, but I do have this right now in the backlog.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. The Friends
Cheers.
recycling. When I see that on sale, I want to get it so badly because I got the vibrant coral colored trash can. I need the yellow and the lime green one now. And I wouldn't even know about that if it wasn't for my local resident Friends builders, that is Taz and Ruth. So my wallet's going to be crying just a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out. This is where I'm stuck right now. I'm trying to figure out where I want this cab to line up with the front of the build here. It's not quite visualizing it yet, so I'm experimenting still.
Well, Matt, if you have just a moment, if you can throw me up onto the big screen, I'll show you the whole the whole section at the moment. It's obviously still under construction, but as you can see, like, you know, the hole is I don't mind it at all. And yeah, there's a little gap on the side, but I mean, honestly, this is, and like, again, I haven't used stickers at the moment, but you know, if I was going to modify this, there would be minor, and I mean very minor changes. For the most part, you know, I'm happy with it as it is. To be honest, it's, you know, anything that I would be changing would be just for my own, you know, for my own satisfaction as far as a mock builder. But again, really on its own so far, loving the build. And the set by itself, look, I'm not even going to knock the set. The set on its own, the build on its own, when it's complete, it's going to be totally fine as it is. I think Friends right out of the gate have absolutely knocked this set right out of the park. This is a home run, definitely. Really,
Yeah,
really
that looks like a solid build for sure. You said it, Taz, I think in your stream a little while ago. Or maybe it was, I forget, probably this morning.
We have a lucky 33_81 in the chat.
Good morning. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it, Lucky. Yeah, Friends is just knocking out of the park for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Better than what City is doing.
Yeah, City.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with this build so far. Can't fault it. It's been great. Yeah. Hats off to the Friends designers at the moment. They're nailing it, absolutely nailing it. Just solid builds and just great sets. Like they're really, you know, they're really taking, you know, it's like they're really starting to try to. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or not, and I don't mind if they're not. But I mean, if they are, it's like they're trying to make it easier for these Friends sets to just generally integrate well with existing cities or layouts. You know, it's not even the whole being that sort of lime, sort of green color. It doesn't look that bad. Like, honestly, it's. I can't fault this. Like, I'm not. Even that little gap on the side doesn't even bother me. Like, really, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna pick at that because it's angles, and most of us know Lego doesn't really conform great with angles and curves. So why would I nitpick at it? Like, I don't see the need to, because it's so, to me, it's so minor. Anything that I would pick apart on this set would be so minor. It's just not worth it. It's not worth knocking it. It's totally fine as it is. And I haven't seen any reviews. I think purposefully I haven't seen reviews on this set yet. So I've been wanting to just sort of keep an open mind to it. So yeah, I'm not looking at reviews on it because I don't need to. I'm happy with it exactly as it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, this has been a really good build.
Very, very cool. Frog is going lurking for a little bit. Looks like Matt's going to lurk a little bit too. Thanks for dropping in, guys. Hopefully Greg's internet gets sorted out here.
Yeah.
Because that definitely is super lame. Super lame Verizon. Give a big old boot of Verizon for that one.
If you could pop me up on full screen just for like 10 seconds.
Okay.
What I like about is one of these is literally a bag full of all of the splat pieces in the translate light blue.
Splat.
I think I'm gonna keep this new in packaging along with the rest of the sprues for the Infinity Stones. I might sell that as well. I'm probably going to add that to the bulk lot of the other minifigs from this Advent calendar and the Daily Bugle. You know, I might sell it as a mega auction on whatnot or something.
So this is definitely challenging for me this morning. I'm not finding something I'm exactly happy with yet. It's slow going today, but that's okay. It's part of the process.
I like the piano music you've got in the background. To me, there, it's a little bit Harry Connick Jr. sounding, which I like. It's cool.
Yeah, it's very nice and relaxing and chill as usual. Since I'm not doing medieval stuff, it's not the medieval fun stuff. But when we do that again, we'll get more of that stuff back on.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well, an ESPN employee just liked my tweet, so that's good.
Apparently, I've given Brick Sergeant some rain. No worries, buddy. Happy to help.
Set fire to the rain.
Oh, looks like Dave's taking off. Have a good one, Dave.
Dave.
Bye, Dave.
That's what I need to use. I see. Okay. There we go. Well, hopefully I can finish the build for the boat. I'll be a happy camper tonight. That'd be good. Happy chappy. This is a fun build.
Instead of thought. Completely taking away from me thinking about this.
Can you show us the front, Matt, a little bit closer to the camera? Yeah, so with that design, that's very much like, I don't know what you call them over there. It's more like what we call like a cab over. So it means that
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I think it looks great as a cab over design. Looks good.
Cab over.
This art makes for a very good cab over.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to think about what I want the front to look like. That's kind of where I'm getting stuck right now. Just trying to.
One thing I could suggest just to give you some quick ideas, have a look at even just like Google Images of any of the other sort of Lego like trucks, because sometimes they'll use those grill pieces and they'll use a combination of tiles and grills, and they usually look pretty good. That's the only other thing I could suggest as a. That's often what I'll do sometimes if I'm looking for something. If I don't want to go too realistic, I'll just do a Google image and search and just have a look around and get ideas from other previous trucks or builds just to, get some
I have a
ideas.
thought. It just occurred to me, so I'm going to try this. Part of my thing too is it's making the front look good by covering up where the wheel wells are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe this will do what I want it to do. Ooh. Yeah, I think that will do what I want it to do. Yeah, I think that can work. All right, I think I'm going to roll with that idea. Inspiration.
There you go.
Monorail.
Oh, Greg is unlurking himself.
I got a notification on Twitch that my my gifted sub on someone's Twitch is expiring. That's nice that they send out notifications like that.
They gifted subs do end after 1 month. Technically, also doing you just renew them automatically. The gifted ones don't renew because somebody else did it for you.
Yeah, and been watching some of James' Twitches, and I didn't know that non-subscribers could earn pink coins.
Yeah, that's something he's doing for everybody. That doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, so I didn't know that until yesterday, and apparently I accumulated 9 pink coins. So I didn't get to use them for the giveaway. I was a day late and $1 short, as they'd say.
I suspect he'll do them again for June. Or July, I should say, I'm sorry. Alright. So this is what I'm thinking. Nice big bumper there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because that covers up this ugly part that I didn't want showing.
Yeah.
And now I just need to kind of figure out the lights and all that stuff here too. I think
I've got some of those pieces in a regular yellow from the yellow cargo train back in 2010 that I gotta figure out a new way to use it, because I just didn't like that design, and I'm probably gonna tear down my red and grey version of that same locomotive that came with the heavy haul train and make that into a mock diesel locomotive. Because I just don't really like a lot of designs for electric locomotives, except if they are part of an electric multiple unit. It's just not my style. And the new cargo train has an electric locomotive. So I'm on the fence about that whole. Well, I think the Buick is out on that set as a whole to begin with.
I'm thinking about doing some set on the side or other kind of techniques to do what I want to do here. So I'm gonna experiment again here. Just need to look for the right parts.
Getting this it's nice not being the host sometimes, because I build quicker when I'm not hosting a stream.
Same.
I hear you on that, because you're not distracted by all the other stuff you do when you're hosting.
That's true.
We've had such a bad cold snap that's gone for more than 6 weeks now, that it only got to 15 degrees Celsius today. So after I spent 4 hours building the Forestman's Gift with Purpose, my back was so sore and it was compounded by the cold.
It is a nice 80 or so degrees here today. 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I saw some people were complaining that they couldn't film videos in 90-degree weather, which is 32 Celsius. And I was like, that's a tale. Yeah, that's a tale of two climates. I can't deal with the cold, and people in the northern states and Europe and the British Isles can't deal with the heat.
Ooh, this could be really interesting. All right, I think I see something I might like. I'm gonna go with this.
I love this new 2x6 tile. Get more of them in like light bluish grey, dark bluish grey would be awesome.
I think I saw some people, and it might have even been one of Dr. McBrick's reviews. There was some of those in some of the new Minecraft sets.
Yeah, they're good pieces.
Rod says I'll be getting the cargo set at some point before it retires. Cool.
What cargo set? Is that the one that Eric was building, or different?
Thanks for joining us in Brooks Lounge.
Who was that? Who was that? I just heard in the background.
Sound like a narrator.
Yeah. Because have you ever heard something that? What? How does it go? Have you ever heard something that wasn't quite right? Can't remember what it was.
Thanks for joining us in Matt's Lounge. Tonight on the menu, steaks. Do you like your steaks?
Oh yeah.
Steaks. Why did it have to be steaks? Oh, that's cute. There's a no, not micro scale. There's a mini build of the Avengers Tower in here. That's nice.
It's very much a lounge bar sort of style piano music there, Matt. It's very lounge
It
bar.
is. I was just looking for a different one to use today, and I came across this one. I'm like, ooh, this is super chill. I feel like I'm sitting literally, as you said, in a lounge.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Even on a cruise ship in a lounge, just listening.
Easy done. That's that I used to love. So when I would get the chance, and it wasn't all the time, but when I did get the chance, I would often in between shifts, I'd be able to go down and sit in some of the lounge bars, and some of the piano, and like they would bring in live piano players, and they were brilliant. Like they were professional level, like jazz, jazz like musicians, and they were fantastic. Loved it.
Yeah,
Well, whenever I'm watching a Brooks live stream, I always expect someone to come along and take my order for an iced chocolate and a blueberry muffin or something.
It could be something like that.
Because of the jazz cafe vibe, that's what I expect. So it's been how many dozen streams, and I'm still waiting for my order.
And many, many more of waiting for the order.
Oh, it's a spare that they go, okay. Oh, well, that's a spare. That's fine. So, the mast. I see. Okay.
Getting closer to the finish line. That's good.
Woot woot.
There you go. Gotta love the masterpiece. There it is. Awesome.
I'm not sure if they included that masterpiece on the Viking ship or not.
Here we go.
Not sure. There you go. Yeah, I like that, Matt. That's good.
What I'm trying to go for is that it has a bit of an imposing look.
Yeah.
Which that does.
Yeah, because anytime you can get that, you can get that big grill up front, and you can get that big obnoxious looking a bumper bar that's two studs high. That always makes it look more aggressive.
Yeah. It's not going to be a massive big rig or anything like that. It's going to be probably a medium-sized box truck, but it's going to look imposing, which is kind of the goal.
Yeah. Right. And I prefer to build box lorries than a standard tractor trailer because it fits better on roads, because when it's going around curves or turning at an intersection, it doesn't take up as much turning room. And I think they're more amassable as well.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate that on the chat.
Great. So Greg's still with us, yeah?
He is, yep. Still hanging out by phone, I'm assuming.
Greg, I don't know if you've checked out any of the some of the sailing YouTube channels that I've mentioned previously when we've got to hang out. I've been very much enjoying. There's a few of them I've been, really enjoying watching at the moment. It's been honestly, it's been very therapeutic at the moment, which is, I guess, what I've been needing. Really loving some of the Expedition Evans is one of them, for example. Sailing Atticus, SV Delos, there's a heap of them, but just been really enjoying relaxing to watching some of these channels, and you get so jealous of the, a lot of them go to up around Panama and the Panama Canal and into the Pacific Ocean and through the Bahamas, and it's just like, oh, come on.
And everyone knows the song Panama, Panama.
Some really cool.
Need to take a look at them.
Yeah. Oh, look, Greg, if you totally want to get completely jealous of the lifestyle that some of these people have, it's totally worth it. Like, if you love that sort of stuff, it's exactly what you need. It is so relaxing. Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Sometimes you just need a day. Like, you really need that sort of just a bit of a pick-me-up or something like that,
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that should work. Plus, I can get a lid in there. Ooh.
Now, I don't know. This is supposed to... Hopefully this works. Let's see. Alright, so that's that way. If I put that down through there... okay.
I really wish they included an instruction book in the advent calendars instead of you having to look on to look on the inside of the flaps to see how it's built, because this is so awkward having this on my lap right now just to see how to build it.
It's for you, Big Sergeant.
If I could,
digital instructions, they work well.
Yeah, actually, you're right, Taz. They probably do have digital versions available for Well, actually, no. They have digital versions for all sets. Yeah, I probably should have used a digital version, but oh well.
Makes it a bit easier. Makes it a bit easier sometimes.
I think you might know, Mayo. Jang has been doing the Technic Ferrari build the last few days.
Yeah.
And when he started the build, he always does digital instructions. He won't use the regular. But he was commenting on an error or a flaw that was found in the design, and noted that the digital instructions that Lego had re-uploaded had addressed that fix. So that's also where sometimes it's good to have that.
Yeah. It makes sense.
I'm just gonna pay the price for my blissful ignorance then.
I mean, for what you're doing, I don't think it's a big deal, but yeah, the larger builds, like that $400 Ferrari set, it's a different.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's a little different. Yeah, I've got a lot of my little containers out right now, trying to build around them.
But I know, like, I'm not against using digital instructions, but I do know there are some people who outright refuse to use the digital instructions. Because, like, when I'm piecing together an old set, or when I'm trying to piece together like a gift with purchase that I can't afford but I want to go and get, then I'll use a digital instructions because I don't want to have to pay the ridiculous amount of money for the hard copy. Because sometimes the instructions can be, and the sticker sheets can be worth more than the cost of the actual set, which is just insane to me.
Yeah. Seriously?
Some people overvalue their stock way too much. I would on my live stream today, we were looking at a set. I think it was the Black Monarch's Castle from 1988. There was someone on Bricklink trying to sell a mint sealed in box version of that set for 9,000 Australian dollars. I'm like, no one's going to buy that. That needs to get removed from Bricklink because surely that's violating some kind of terms of service.
It's my bleep. Internet's back up. I'll take a look. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I know, right? Looks
Because
sweet.
if you're gonna list. If you're gonna list a Lego set that isn't the airport shuttle or Mr. Gold or the old style UCS Millennium Falcon for anywhere over $5,000, no one's going to buy it.
Yeah, some of the airport shuttle sets that I've seen in like eBay that are going for like $3,000-$4,000. I'm like, good luck with that.
Yeah, because I don't think an airport shuttle is ever going to sell for more than what the old style UCS Millennium Falcon should sell for.
All right, so literally the front of this has taken me about 70 minutes since it's now 10:11 here local time. But that's okay. I think I'm actually at a point where I'm happy with that. And now, usually once I get the front built, I can kind of start moving along a little bit more because then at least I have an idea of what it's going to be. I'll go a little bit faster once I do that.
So this is a mini build for the Hall of Armor.
There we go. It's built. Yeah. Loving it. It's built.
You literally just took the words out of my mouth, Matt. I was gonna say that.
Couldn't help it. So as soon as he said that, it popped out. All right. So really quick. So there's me in the cab.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Oh,
You
nice.
kind of get an idea of
If you have an army of sig figs at your disposal, all of the vehicles that you have that you have some pride and joy in, you should use clones of your sig figs, and then for any vehicles that you're like just that you feel like, meh, I'm not emotionally invested in this, but it just needs to be a part of the city, then relegate that to just using your face.
You know, the thing is, I've got so many figs, which I can't get them right now because there's something sitting on top of that bin. I've got so many figs I need to use. I'm not worried about that. I'm saving my extra figs for sig fig exchanges, which anybody that's watching, always on the lookout. If you want to do an exchange, contact me. Anything I get from people will go on the Brooksville sig fig monorail, except for mail. Mail's going to be at the airport.
Yeah, at the airport. And I always like, and I always like to joke that that my sig fig will be the bum waiting on the platform for the shuttle that will never come.
This is Greg. This is an awesome set. Absolutely love it.
Let me bump you up here, Taz. There you go.
There you go. The only thing I would add at the top of the mast would be, only because I'm a bit of a stickler for, some sort of other details, would be like a light at the top of the mast, which you pretty much see on all like sailing vessels, just to sort of show you it shows like the height of the mast and stuff like that. Look, outside of that, the only other minor change I'd make would be putting some railing in at the back just to make it a bit safer for the figs. But again, totally as a set by itself, it's awesome. I did not apply the stickers to this one. I wanted to see what it was going to look like without stickers. You've easily got enough room there on the side where if you wanted to use, say, you could easily get away with using like numbers from existing sticker sheets or something. So if you wanted to give your vessel like a particular like a vessel number, but if you didn't use the existing stickers that come with the set, because this rounded part here is where they put some stickers, you could custom print a name for the vessel, and you could easily stick that name on either side. So, like for me, it'd be Taz's Shag at Sea or something like that, Taz's Pleasure Palace Taz's Floating Pleasure Palace. Who knows?
A little bit of Back to the Future, this Pleasure Palace.
Or a bit of an Austin Powers feel to it,
For me, it'd be a SpongeBob. For me, it'd be a SpongeBob reference to either the sandy nub or the salty spittoon.
Well, this alone, and like even these sides that are like so this detail here, I've seen modern trimarine sort of, so not your catamaran, but the newer like the trimarine vessels. They have very similar sort of angles and curves, like in real life. So I mean, the fact that Friends have done this, this is awesome. I'm not faulting this set at all. By itself, 100%, totally fine. I'd make some little subtle changes, but that's just me. On its own, though, would highly recommend the set. And this would look, even with the stickers, it would not look out of place in a harbour or at a jetty or at a marina. So, I mean, and this is exactly what I'm going to do with mine. It's going to be in a marina. I am actually going to buy a second one, but I'm going to make it look like that the sails aren't attached. So, because I wanted to have a second one and maybe a little small boatyard and have it like in a boatyard being maintained. So that's another, I tell you what, Matt, I can't fault this bloody set. If you had to say, Taz, you need to fault this set, I can't. I'm sorry. Not happening.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think
this thing's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
I think it's perfectly fine at this point to say Friends is good. Friends is great.
Yeah.
They're putting out some good stuff.
Because the fact that the stats will show that there are more and more male customers buying Friend sets, I think is proof. That's the proof in the pudding that Friends is only getting better and better and better every year.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was just showing Greg the stern again. There you go, Greg.
Let me pop you back up there, Taz.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I just saw Greg's comment. Sorry, yeah. There you go. Well, honestly, look, by itself, again, I wouldn't fold it. As it's set exactly as it is, even with stickers on it, totally fine. It's, they've really impressed me this year.
I think, honestly, one of the best decisions they made was to get away.
Now I didn't hear that, so silly Twitch.
Did that first one actually come through that time, guys?
I just heard that.
I did one myself after Greg played it, but I made a change a few minutes ago that I was hoping would pipe OBS through differently. Maybe it would have played. Greg, did you hear the first one or just my second one? We'll see what he says in a minute. Before that, I was going to say that I think the best decision that LEGO made with Friends was to get rid of that, focus on just the purple and pink palettes.
Yeah,
start doing what they're doing.
And even the more just like the purple or pink that they've used on this one, it doesn't look out of place. Even how they've used it, it's subtle. Like it's not. It's like pinstriping. It's like they've tried to pinstripe it a bit. And honestly, I wouldn't even change it. It's not a problem to me at all. It looks perfectly fine as it is. Mm-hmm. Greg, the only I would slightly disagree with what you've said there about no real name. There is a spot. If you don't use the stickers on the front part, you could easily put a custom print along that. That's just one big sort of curved piece. You could easily print something along there on either side because it mirrors either side. You could easily put a name of your vessel there, or I see where you're coming from. No, you do see boats that will have a name of the, they'll have the name sometimes printed across the stern. But there is opportunity, even if you wanted to have it in smaller print, just towards the stern, either on your port and starboard side, you could print a small name if you wanted to. Like, if you were going to call the boat, Paradise or something like that, you could easily just print it and run it across, either side of your bow and your stern section there on your port and starboard side. And you could actually do it, but yeah, I mean, that's if you wanted to. There is opportunity there, but yeah, you do see on a lot of other vessels, they do put the name on the stern. But yeah, again, minor detailing, but again, they've really impressed me so far with their sets this year. Friends has done really well.
Absolutely.
Because when I look back at the history of Friend sets, I think it started off really, really well, except all of those articles about Lego being sexist and all that other stuff that was coming up in 2012. That all vanished really quickly because Friends established itself. But I'm not gonna lie. There was a period in the mid 2000s where the sets were getting a little bit stale, and I think to get rid of the stigma of Friend sets looking the same and being stale is they started to include more of those neutral colours that aren't the bright light pinks and the dark pinks and the magentas and the purples and the lavenders. When they started including more the light tan and the cool and the bright light yellow. I think that's when Friends went on the uptick again, and now it's better than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even including stuff like the sand green, the vibrant coral, and the swing green, which is what that boat hull is, that contributes to it not being just the same thing over.
For you, James. I just caught that.
That fart does not sound safe in any way, shape, or form.
It sounds like somebody definitely has to check something.
Or make a mad dash to a thunderbox.
Are you gonna mod the boat there, Taz, to have a thunderbox?
Well, I'm figuring, because it is, a sailing vessel, I guess when you're out in the middle of the ocean and there's nobody else around, do you use nature do you use the ocean as your outdoor thunderbox? I mean,
I dare say some people would say absolutely.
yeah. I mean, hey, if it's all right for the fish and other animals to do it, it's like, well,
Well, when you go out camping or you go out boating or you go out fishing, a BCFing fun, sometimes you just gotta take care of business.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, most of them, like this one, and even with the interior, there is no head, as they call them, or as I like to call them, the indoor thunderbox. But there's there's no actual, for the interior for this vessel, there's no head or anything like that. So, but there is of course options there if you're out in the middle of the ocean and no one's around, go for it.
Right.
Might as well.
All right. So, just another update. Here's kind of where I'm going.
Oh, cool! I like that.
There's a box truck with this cab piece here, and then the best part. Ooh, door that opens.
Nice.
So you've got a little you've got the piece that looks like a roll-up door.
Yep.
At the back.
Yep.
Wick Sergeant says Mayo on land is a little different than out at sea. Yeah, I know the difference because my father is a six-time fishing state champion with the Australian Anglers Association, and so he used to force me to go out in the boat when he went out fishing, and so I know all about that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I gotta go, Dad, and he's like, no, drop trow, go right over the edge of the boat, Mayo.
Yeah, because that was when I was too. That was when I was too short, and it's not fun being short in a speedboat.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, no, this was a good build. I'm happy with it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I do, Rob. Yep.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
I know Ruth was talking about it this morning. Like Mayo has sent Ruth Adora build all of his mini dells he's gotten. I've got a bunch sitting around too. I was actually thinking about whether I want to send them all the way over the pond to Ruth.
Yeah, because international shipping is of course it's going to be more than domestic. I mean, but Wick Hive didn't know what to do with his mini dolls, so he spent the expense to go and ship his mini dolls off to Adora Build. And once I heard about that, I thought to myself, you know what? Once I get the Friends main street, I'll go and gather together all of my mini dolls and do the same thing. And because I think I want to say I sent Ruth maybe 30 something. mini dolls, and I sent because a while ago on Bricklink I bought 110 of the old style Olivia's hair pieces. I just think that's a better sculpt than the new style ones, and so I deliberately bought 110, 100 for me and 10 for a door build, and so luckily she was able to find some hair pieces in her collection to fill out the remainders of the mini dolls I sent her.
Well, I will say that if I was to send anything to Ruth, it would be without hair pieces because I scavenged all of them.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't gonna give her, I wasn't gonna give away those hair pieces, but I deliberately bought 10 extra for Ruth because because I think we both agree that the old style Olivia's hairpiece is better than the new style one. So I didn't want to give her my new style ones.
I don't even really have a stake in better versus whatever hairpiece. It's just like they all fit minifigures, so I'm gonna keep them.
The reason why
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
the old style, the reason why I like the old style better is because the weave has more defined curls. I want to say it's more pronounced. While with the new style one, the curls are a little bit more shaped like a bubble or something.
Hmm.
So it was nice to see Ruth show them off. And the next time I get the next time I have about two dozen mini dolls in my possession, I'll be sure to send them off to a door build.
James is asking, what is the set number of that boat, Taz?
It is set 41716. It's called Stephanie's.
Stephanie's Pleasure Palace.
Well, this is the thing. See, in Australia, they don't put the name of the set on the box. They give us the set number. We don't get the name of the set, but I think it's called Stephanie's Sailboat Adventures. I think the actual set name is but set number 41716.
Because if Australia had a similar Fair Packaging and Labelling Act to what the US does, then we would be required to have the set name and number of pieces on the box. But we don't have a Fair Packaging and Labelling Act, so that's why we don't. And when they were doing, Corona was first affecting all the businesses, they closed the factory in Mexico for a couple months. So they had to import all of the Lego sets into North America from the factories in Europe. And so to comply with the American Fair Packaging and Labelling Act, they had to slap a sticker on the box that had the set name and the piece count.
So James, it's called Stephanie's Sailing Adventure is the name of the set, if that helps. So Stephanie's Sailing Adventure 41716, mate. Fun little it's I really enjoyed the build. Didn't take long at all. Definitely worth it. Fun build. Love the piano music. It's very, very lounge bar.
I know, it's just so chill right now.
It's taking me right back to when I used to work on P&O. I used to work for P&O on the ships. I'd often go down to some of the bars during the day, and they'd be just like lounge bar style. It was fantastic. I just love that music. I remember on one of the cruises, they had a girl who sang very close to Norah Jones. Like, she was so close to her style of singing and her voice. She wasn't trying to mimic her, but just naturally she sounded very much like Norah Jones. And it's like she even would sing a couple of her songs. Oh, it's brilliant. I just listen to that all day. It was brilliant.
Rob says the music is helping calm things down watching the F1 qualifying sections.
So I wonder when Rob started watching watching Formula One, if it was pre or post the show that they have on Netflix about it. Because I started watching Formula One 10 years ago.
I will admit there was one point years ago when I was a NASCAR person. And then I just kind of got over it.
Yeah.
Was that when Jimmy Johnson was still racing?
Mayo, you said an evil name. I got into it in the 90s when Earnhardt was around. So February 2001 was a very sad day for me when he died. I did pick up kind of a dual fanship of both Kevin Harvick, his replacement, and Dale Jr. as well. And then I don't know, the last 6 or 7 years, I just kind of fell out of it. My interest just kind of went away.
I've only seen a couple. Well, I've only seen a few NASCAR races in my time. But does he have a son that competes in NASCAR?
Who's that?
Jimmy Johnson.
Not that I know of.
He must have been.
He's young enough still that I don't think he's got. I think they have a kid. I don't think they're old enough to be racing yet.
Yeah, because I can't remember if it was Jimmy Johnson or some other NASCAR driver that only recently retired. I can't remember who it was. So if anyone is a NASCAR, a regular viewer of NASCAR, they can correct me. They said that they were going to try and race in IndyCar, and people in the IndyCar community were scolding at that idea because they were like, "There's no way a stock car driver could ever drive in an open wheel racer." And I'm like, well, if a stock car driver wants to attempt to drive an open wheel racer,
I'd say all the power to them if they want to do it.
yeah, more power to them. And if they lose, they lose because it's racing.
Exactly.
Like, there's a reason why people settle their bets on the track and in the ring, because it's a definitive way to prove who's right, and who's the best. Because every now and then I'll talk to Richard from Brookstream about the Formula One. We have a good time talking about Formula One together. Some Assembly Required was a very good episode last Friday morning.
Sorry, I'm taking a look at stuff here while I listen. I know Jang is into I think, F1 as well. He scolds people if they try to tell him anything about it before he watches it.
Yeah, because he doesn't want the spoilers.
Yeah. So I'm going for, I guess because of the cab I'm using too, I'm just going for kind of a interesting look to this. And I'm putting these, lights being washed out again, but I'm putting these slope pieces on here. So it's going to have a curve all around the entire top. It starts from the front.
You know, I just realized that Ned's name is Ned B Lego City. So does that mean that Ned has a Lego City?
He does, although it's a little kind of in chaos at the moment. If I
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I think I saw. Actually, I think I liked some of his posts on Instagram because he's been trying to work with the mill system for his train tracks. Because if Ned ever made YouTube videos about that, I'd binge watch them all.
Ned is more of a photography person. I don't think he's going to get into the realm of doing videos.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like every post that Ned does about his cities. What about his city? So 22 minutes. How many of these mini builds can I do? Let's build the Avengers Tower. Okay, so do I wanna finish this? Do I want to finish being on this live stream, or do I want to go watch Simpsons episode on Disney Plus?
Well, since I'm not a Simpsons fan, I know what my answer would be.
Because I think all three. Well, I know that at least two of us on the panel like The Simpsons. I'm not sure what your stance is, Matt.
Yeah, I stopped watching it back in the early 90s. Never got back into it. Yep, Ned is doing a massive restart of his city, Brickwater.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, because I've got, and while Taz is on the panel, now that I've got 200 followers on Instagram and I've allowed myself to do lives, I think I'm going to do a live stream 15 minutes before the hour of power every Saturday to get and to try to get people to go and raid Taz's stream.
Oh, thanks, mate. That's all good.
Because it's just experimental, and I think if I ever, well, because of the way that the Instagram works, if you get guests onto the panel, when you look for people's accounts, they get their followers get a notification any time that they are live with someone. If you can get someone to, if you can get someone on an Instagram live, then that's a way of potentially getting more followers, and I find that it's a good lead-in for me to enjoy the 3 live streams on my Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't do that. I don't stream the Hour of Power to Instagram or anything like that. It goes straight to YouTube and Twitch. But But yeah, mate, do stream whatever you want. It's up to you. It's all good. The only reason why I do the hour of power is just to, you know, most of the people that go and watch Ruth stream anyway, like, she doesn't need my help, and that's the thing. She's never asked me to do it. She's never, you know, there's never been anything like that. I do the hour because it's a nice easy hour, and you know, usually the crowd that's in my stream, they all head over to Ruth's anyway, so it's good, and she likes it when that happens. So
yeah, it's very good.
I usually try and stop streaming as soon as she starts, or just as she's literally starting her stream, I'm ending mine. So yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
because I think it'd be just totally cool if well, because sometimes I like to imagine that some of us, when we do all of our stuff, we like to schedule things like we're on a TV channel, and I think that's cool.
yeah, and again, it's an easy hour. It's no, you know, and it means then that I've only got to stream for an hour, and then, you know, Ruth streams as long as she wants. It's totally fine. Like, it's just, you know, it's the hour goes by pretty quick, which is good. So it's a nice easy 1 hour stream. So
especially once Taz finds a topic he wants to talk about.
Well, yeah, you know, it just depends on, and like usually if I've got anyone in the panel, it's helpful as well, because it's you know, again, if I've had a rough week and I haven't had much of a chance to sort of, you know, get sort of in the Lego frame of mind, it's having someone on the panel is a big help. Like, you know, even just having Rick Sargent and Aussie Adam in was good, you know, just to relax and just, it takes a little bit of pressure off as well. So
absolutely. I hear you.
And
you know,
having and having both of your live streams on for that 2 hours gives me an opportunity to do stuff on my phones that I just listen to, that I would do when listening to a podcast or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, again, for you know, for the hour of power, again, it's 1 hour, and it, you know, it builds up. You know, again, whatever crowd I've got usually head straight on over there anyway, which is exactly what, you know, what I wanted to do. It wasn't, I never intended to stream at the same time Ruth's streaming. I end it when she starts hers, or just as she's about to start, then I end the stream. It's nice and easy. It's not a, you know, but yeah, mate, do whatever you want, mate. If that's what you want to do, happy days. But I don't stream it to Instagram, because Instagram's a different crowd, and you'll find that you'll get a totally different crowd over there, and it won't necessarily mean that those views will translate to YouTube, because if they're on Instagram, it means most of the time they won't have YouTube going, or they'll be just on Instagram. And again, it is a different crowd, so just bear that in mind. It's you know, it may translate into views, it may not. You know, I promote, I'll put the thumbnail in to say that, you know, Hour of Power is on over on the YouTube channel, and I'll put a link in. But, you know, I know a few people see the banner, and if they see it, great. If they don't, they don't. You know, it's I like Instagram streams though, but again, if StreamYard had that ability to stream to Instagram, I'd be streaming to Instagram as well.
Maybe a future feature thing. Who knows?
I don't know. It plagues me. And it plagues me why they don't have the ability to stream to Instagram, considering Facebook. Doesn't Facebook own Instagram as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, they, you know, StreamYard's integrated Facebook live streaming as well into StreamYard natively. So it's like, why aren't they doing Instagram? Because just to have that option, if you're a streamer and if you want to, like, I've got more followers on Instagram than I do on my YouTube channel. So, you know, if you wanted to reach more and sort of get that audience happening, if that's what you want to do, streaming to Instagram, like, I've got over 2,700 followers on Instagram. Like, that's a good capture, even if you only capture maybe 40 or 50 of those 2,700 or whatever, you've widened your net. You've cast that net wider, and yeah, just plagues me why StreamYard doesn't give you the option as a streamer. Even the paid version, they don't give you Instagram. It's like, really?
Yeah, maybe someday.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that,
you're
I
on
think
Rick's
that
open
would be-
anytime, buddy.
yeah, have a good time, Sergeant. Yeah, I think you make a good point, Taz. That'd be the next logical upgrade for StreamYard.
Yeah.
But first priority would to get their royalty free music all up to speed.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Taz, since Mayo brought it up, let me show you what I do.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Let me, let's bring the window here. 1 second. So I am literally on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm streaming. A lot of times what I do is I've got this Relax Cafe music. That's the one that I tend to find.
Yeah.
And I just look up, various smooth jazz stuff.
Yep.
And in this case, it's a 10-hour thing that they had recorded. In this case, over a year ago.
Nice. Yeah.
And I just because of how my setup works, I just have that that browser window to pipe in the music in through into StreamYard and all that good stuff. I mean, that's all I'm doing. Is I just find various things here on YouTube.
You know what? I didn't think about that, because for some of my old live streams, I've got a Kevin MacLeod relaxation song that's 37 minutes long, and I was having that coming out of my phone, and that was killing the battery on the phone. But if I have the power cord, well, if I have the computer plugged into the power cord, if I play that same song on the YouTube browser on my computer, maybe that'd be better, because that's royalty free. And then I'd have to somehow put in the description the correct licensing for that song. That's a good idea, Matt. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because when you had the medieval music, Matt, that was brilliant. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah, wasn't that was just so cool.
Yeah, very fitting, obviously, but I mean, it fit perfectly. That's the thing,
I've got to pop this whole assembly back on now. We can do this without breaking my entire vehicle. Sweet, I think I got that to work. All right, let me just take a minute to see which side am I looking at here. I forgot which camera I'm looking at. There we go. Nice big box truck.
Nice.
Not done yet because I still got to finish the back here, but getting there. And then the cab.
Yeah, the cab's great. I love the cab.
And then the pop-up door with a ton of cargo room in there.
That's a good build.
So I just got to... Oh, and I did something too where I put some tiles on the side here to kind of distinguish like the cab from the box area. I think I'm going to give this a little bit more definition here. Flip back over my main window. I think I'm going to give this a little more definition down here. I got to figure that out, but it's getting to a good spot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
That's
Appreciate the
little
chair.
truck too. That's almost perfect, like airport size as well. Like it's got that small enough ability to, zoom around an airport where it's that sort of, everything's a bit more smaller and compact. Like that'd be a good size, airport, cargo or truck like that as well. Like it's a good size for that.
And since Greg was very gracious with his little cheer there, we're gonna give Greg a premiere on this stream of a new thing that I made over the last couple days. So, my apologies if it offends anybody, but I was laughing my ass off when I did this.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh yes, that's awesome, Matt. I am so sorry I inspired you, but that's awesome. That's awesome.
God.
That's gonna be even more. That's gonna be even better than Han Solo.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. Love you, buddy.
So I'm done with the mini. I'm done with the mini builds tonight. Probably get around to the rest of them next time. But before I go, I just wanted to show off the Postman's gift with purchases.
Or Matt, what you could, another song suggestion just to, have some fun with Greg would be REO Speedwagons, I'm All Out of Love. Remember that one?
I know that one.
Just to throw back to the good old days, Matt, the good old days.
I don't want to sleep. I just want to keep on loving you.
So, Greg, so what the hell is that? Oh, apparently you didn't catch it. You want to see it again? Okay.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh,
That's awesome. That
cool.
I've got to make that a meme now. I've got to make that a meme.
So part of the challenge was making sure I found one of her on the wrecking ball where she was not nude. In the video, she is at points. To make sure I didn't do that, because that would have been very inappropriate.
Yeah,
and then I had a little fun with the Greg Sigfig and obviously cut and pasted horribly Greg Sigfig head over the.
And to ignore the scene where she licks, ignore the scene where she licks the sledgehammer.
I thought it was hilarious. I just like when I made the Poopery one a few weeks ago. I could not stop laughing when I made that one the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is freaking priceless. And I told him I did something, but I didn't show him what it was. I said, you got to wait until Saturday. And he's like, oh my God, what did you do?
So, what's the orientation? So, if you could put me on full screen for about a minute or so, that'd be good. So, on the left here, on the left here is the closed. Actually, let me pull these back just a little bit and raise this up just a little bit. So, on the left here is the closed version of the set, and on the right is the open version of the set. And I'm not sure which I like better. I think because I really am on the fence. I think I could make I could make a poll about this on Instagram, and there'd be an even mix. But I do like how the open back version is spread out, and I think with the way they use the quarter round panels, it's better for the playability on the inside compared to the old corner wall panels that they did for the custom set. And I like that they kept the same print for the deer.
I'm quite happy with actually making it the enclosed build. When I put it into my scene that I'm working on, I'm going to start working on, it's going to be the enclosed style.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to take some more photos. Like I'm gonna take one right now, because it'd be interesting for the people that do own this to see which position they like better. I've gotten a lot of suggestions about making a combo build.
So Taz, I just want to show you for the record. Apparently, James wants me to do a clip poking fun at you.
Go for it.
I have to give it
Go
some
for
thought.
it. Not a problem at all. In fact, I'll encourage it. Go for it.
Cheers, buddy, because we're mates.
That's because we're mates,
Yeah.
Matt. Because we're mates.
Yeah. And we like to follow through and get people to raid each other because we're mates.
I do have to
Exactly.
think about what I want it to be about. It's got to be something that's worthy of Taz.
So I think I am gonna try and make a combo build of this thing.
Sweet. Rock on, man.
And I wouldn't be hesitant to do so because I think it's pretty. There's a strong chance that they're gonna re-release this with the castle.
I think it's been more or less confirmed that they are going to. That's everything
So-
I've been hearing in a couple weeks.
So I can have the closed version, the open back version, and a combo build at the same time if they come out, if they re-release this thing in August.
Yeah, I look forward to actually. In this case, it'll be getting a third one because when I went to the store last week and I bought stuff, if you didn't catch my haul video from the other day, yeah, as I reach over here, what did I buy? Another one of these.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Because I decided I'm going to do the rebrickable 2-in-1 thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people have bought 2 or 3 of those
Yeah.
for only $300 and spent the money to go buy instructions on rebrickable and made amazing castles.
Yeah, I mean, even just the 2. I know there's a 3-in-1, which looks incredible. It really does. I think I'm content just to do a 2-in-1 because I think it'll kind of match the scale of the other one that comes out.
So because it's 2 or 3 copies of a 3-in-1, it'd actually be a 6-in-1 or a 9-in-1.
Right.
And some people were saying that they preferred the tower version, and 2 things came to my mind: my own medieval tower and the Tower of Orthanc from Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. There you go. There's the back view there.
Yeah, no, that's looking really good, mate.
Nice big, just kind of boxy truck.
Yeah.
And those sub pieces with the bar hole make for good exhausts.
Yeah. I just need to figure out. I need to get more texture and just something down here to kind of bring it out a little bit more. But I'll probably do that later.
Maybe some yellow cheese wedge pieces if you've got them, Matt.
Yeah, something like that. Just to
round it off a
I'll
bit.
think about it. But I think, yeah, other than doing that, I think the core of the build is pretty set.
Yeah.
Did you make sure to include any fuel tanks, or was it an?
Yeah, that's part of what I need to do too. Is I'm big on doing fuel tanks, so I need to. That's what I need to do down here. Down here is experiment.
Because that'd add some nice texture to the undercarriage.
Yeah, so I think fuel tanks and just a little bit of side texture. Over here, side texture will be kind of the finishing touches. But yeah, in 2 hours, there you go. There's something.
No, you've done well, mate. That's awesome.
Yeah, you've done well. I like what you got going. I need to do the same thing with some of my mocks.
I mean, you guys saw it's not easy getting going. It takes time.
Yeah.
I mean, Tad, you know well, and if you have the inspiration or not, it's tough. But once you get going, sometimes you start seeing your vision. Then it gets better.
I have that with the floating restaurant at the moment. There'll be times I'll get a good burst of inspiration and I'll get in there and start working on the interior, and I'll start doing other bits and pieces, and then there's other nights I'll look at it and I'll have no inspiration at all, and I'll pick something else to do because it's, you know, it just, yeah. And again, at the moment, the last probably 3 weeks, I've had, you know, some fairly big personal stuff going on at the moment, and it has honestly taken a lot of creative energy away from me, and I'm hoping within the next week or two that this personal thing that's going on at the moment will come to an end and I can, you know, move on. So that will alleviate some stress, and also, you know, try and just free up a little bit more time through the week where I actually want to come into the Lego room and have that creative energy rather than get to the end of the day and just not want to deal with anything. And it's, yeah, so I know, you know, there's times where, especially when you are doing mocks, it is that thing where it's, you can't be lazy and just rely on a set instructions, because what you're making is you know, like for anything, you're the set designer, so to speak, you know, you're the build designer, you are the lead. So it's all on you then with the ideas that you're going to use. So sometimes, you know, sometimes it does take that energy out of you.
Yeah. It's not even. I don't have any light on, James. It's like literally. I'm pointing here. Literally above me is my. So it's just all natural light that's coming in right now. I can't do anything about that. So I'm sorry about that, but I try. Thank you, Greg. And yeah, it's a hauler truck. It's not a tanker. I do have a couple of tankers built already, so I'm doing more hauler type stuff.
Yeah.
I will probably put a sticker or something on both sides too to give this some kind of branding. So I do have a bunch of stuff. I'll reach over here.
The city cargo, some of the city cargo sets had some good sticker sheets with them.
Stickers! A ton of stickers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
I bought a ton of those, the extra sticker sheets when they came out. They were brilliant. There's some really good stickers on those. Yeah.
I tend to look on, whenever I'm doing a Bricklink order, I tend to look at the sticker sheet section and see if that seller has anything that I'm interested in or might be interested in.
Yeah.
If it's not too expensive and I'll buy it. But, all right, gentlemen, and everybody in chat here, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's 11 o'clock or so here in the East, and I do want to go get my stuff I need for the party tomorrow. Looking forward to barbecue, pool party, all that good stuff. Look forward to July action on the 3rd, Independence Day.
Nice.
Yep. Happy 4th of July, upcoming for all of my friends in North America.
Absolutely. So, as usual, we like to do here. Hey, Taz, why don't you tell people about yourself? You know, where can we find you?
Well, first of all, Matt, thank you for the invite, mate. Always appreciate it. Tasman Bricks on YouTube, Instagram, trying to do a bit more stuff on Twitch as well, but also Starting the Dud. Again, Matt, thank you for your video message. You were first cab off the rank. You were the first message to put on there. So, mate, again, Matt, really appreciate your support as well with Starting the Dud, myself and Lumberjack, of course.
Absolutely. You guys are awesome. Happy to support you.
Yeah. Guys. Greg as well in the chat, mate. I really appreciated your message as well. Brick Sergeant was also on the panel. So again, Starting the Dud as well. We stream every 2 weeks. So that's where you can find me as well. And again, thanks for the invite, mate. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, buddy. And Mayo, how about you there, bud?
Yeah, first of all, just wanted to say happy 1 year anniversary for Starting the Dud. So for all of my of course you can find me on YouTube. That is Mayo Hosco. 41 subscribers to build, left to go to build the UCS Luke's Land Speeder. 91 subscribers to go to build the Daily Bugle. For all of my different social media links, you can find them all on mayohosco.weebly.com, as well as a bunch of other information that's on there. And for all of the different live streams I do, as always, that's 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, and 11 a.m. Eastern on a Saturday morning in Australia.
Awesome. And since you couldn't join us, we'll do one more shout out to our good buddy Greg here.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Nice that you photoshopped Greg's sig fig head onto Miley's face.
That's the whole part of why it's so hilarious, because it looks so wrong. Alrighty, guys.
I'll see everyone on Macro Weeks tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Taz and Mayo, always a pleasure, everybody. And I will be back Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time here in the States. Have a good one. Have a good 4th, everybody who's celebrating. And let's see here. We'll see you later.
Take care. Bye, guys.